Hi, in this video we will talk about the body peg technique. I will show you how you can quickly use your body parts as pegs or mnemonic devices for memorizing things. Specifically, I will show you how you can mark 15 parts on your body and then use those body parts as mnemonic pegs for memorizing a list of things or facts. And this is how it works. We can identify and cluster the body parts into three groups. The first group is head, then upper body, and then lower body. Within head, we identify 5 body parts, and therefore we can have 5 body pegs from head. The next, pegs from upper body, and then 11 to 15 in lower body. Let's take a closer look at the first group, and that is head. The first body part considered there is forehead. Second is eyes, then nose, fourth is lips, and then chin. These are the 5 parts under head. Before we proceed further with the next groups, that is upper body and lower body, let's take a quick look at the application. How can we use body pegs to remember a list of things? Here I have a list of the top 3 highest mountains in Europe. Mount Elbrus in Russia, Mount Saqqara in Georgia, and Mount Blanc in France. And now the question is, how can we use body pegs to memorize this small list of facts? The first 3 body pegs that we have in the head group and that I just showed you in the start of the video, these 3 body pegs are forehead, eyes, and nose. And in order to use these 3 body pegs to remember the highest mountains, we need to first create something called as an indirect reference for the names of the mountains. So in case of Elbrus, I can use the first 3 letters from Elbrus and then make the word elbow out of it. For Saqqara, the indirect reference will be shaker, and for Mount Blanc, it will be blanket. Now, in order to remember these 3 items, I need to form associations between the body pegs and the indirect references. So let's start with elbow. How can I associate elbow with forehead? You can have your own imagination. I can imagine a big metallic elbow striking on my forehead. Ouch, that's painful. The next word is shaker. Again, the question is, how can you associate the word shaker with the second body peg, which is eyes? I would imagine that I'm using salt and pepper shaker to put salt and pepper into my eyes. It is pretty painful, but that is what works for memory. The third item to remember is blanket, and the third body peg is nose. Here I can imagine a very tiny blanket that is designed for my nose, and that's the association. A small blanket specifically designed for my nose for the tough winters. So if now I have to recall the list of these 3 mountains, then I will go through my body pegs in my mind. The first body peg is forehead, then eyes, then nose. With forehead, I had the association of a big metallic elbow striking my forehead, and this should remind me of Mount Elbrus. Elbow, Elbrus, Mount Elbrus. The second item is, the second body peg is eyes. The association with this body peg of eyes was salt and pepper being put into my eyes with a shaker, and there the connection was shaker to Saqqara. So the second fact to remember was Mount Saqqara. And then the third item was a small blanket specifically designed for my nose, and blanket should remind me of Mount Blanc. So this is how you can use body pegs to remember a list of items. For the purpose of this video, I used a list of 3 items, but you can go even further with a list of 5 items, 10 items, or even 15 items. Let's move on to the next group of body packs, which is upper body. Within upper body, I have 5 pegs starting with neck, then shoulders, chest, belly, and finally waist. So the 5 body pegs within upper body are neck, shoulders, chest, belly, and waist. The last group of body parts and body pegs is lower body. We have 5 body pegs within this group, starting with hips, thighs, knees, calves, and finally feet. Now, you might have noticed within all the 3 groups I have put tags like last, middle, and first. On the screen you can see the tag last next to the body peg feet. If you go a bit back in the video, then you would also notice these tags in the groups head and upper body. So what is the purpose of these tags? These tags of first, middle, and last, they are there to help me remind of the number position of the body pegs. For example, if I want to remember what is the number position of the body peg thigh, then I can go about it in 2 ways. If I know that thigh is after hips, then I know that hip is the first body peg in the group lower body, and lower body starts with the number position 11. If hips is 11, then thighs must be 12. Other way is to start with knees. I know that knees is in the middle position, its number position is 13. So if I need to calculate or remember the number position of thigh, then I know that thigh is 1 position less than knee, and therefore the number position of thigh is 13 minus 1, and that is 12. It is actually important to know the number positions of each of the body pegs. And I believe with a little mental effort you can figure out the exact number position of the body peg. This would specifically help if you want to recall out a list of items that you have memorized. And out of this list of memorized items, you want to recall a particular item that stands at a given number position. Let's say an item that you memorized that stands at number position 7. And in order to recall that specific item, you have to do a bit of calculation in your head. This is how I go about it. I think about the number position 7, so I immediately know that the body peg falls within the group upper body. There I had neck, shoulders, chest, belly, and waist. The first peg was neck, and the number position of it was 6. So the number position 7 would correspond to the next body peg to neck, and that would be shoulders in this case. And then I would recall what did I associate with the body peg shoulder. Let's zoom out and recall what we have talked about in this video so far. You see the entire body. The body is split into 3 groups: head, upper body, and lower body. There are 5 parts identified per body group, and these 5 parts are used as body pegs. So in total we have 15 pegs or mnemonic devices that can be used for memorizing a list of items or a list of facts. I hope by now you should have all 15 pegs in your head. If not, I would encourage you to simply go back and watch the video a couple of times, and then also practice by yourself these 15 body pegs. That's it for this video. I have some additional points on the body peg system which I would cover in a separate second video, a follow-up video. I hope you liked this video, and I would be happy to have your comments. For similar videos, please subscribe to my channel, Ideas in Progress. Thank you, and see you in next video.